It's 11:17 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay, I'm making this video because I'm making this video today to pretty much, it's as in a confession. On October 25th, Cedric Felton Jr. was brought to Houston, Texas by me. He claimed that he was his light-skinned dude with an afro for almost 3 weeks, but we was talking longer than that. He didn't send me pictures for the first almost 3 months at first, until he really needed to come down here. Cedric stated that he had ADHD and he was sick. Cedric stated that his mother said if he does not go to school, she was going to kick him out the house. So, at the kindness of my heart, I felt bad. As a boyfriend, I wouldn't be doing my part of the responsibilities, take it on, helping my boyfriend out. I'd rather not see nobody on the street. So, he told me he went to Job Corps in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. So, I was like, okay, cool. Why aren't you going there? His mother said he needs to go to school. I said, okay. And one thing, FYI note, his mother didn't know he was gay because he never told nobody. Late night phone calls. Just know that. So, one day, Cedric actually calls me crying and tells me he got into a fight with his brother. He blocked his brother's eye. He got into a fight. He's sad. He's crying. And pretty much at the end of the day, I said, fuck this shit. I got tired. Because I felt like I can take on the responsibilities of handling my boyfriend and being a good boyfriend that I can be. At the same time, I just had lost my apartment complex. And I didn't choose to. It just happened. And a good friend of mine by the name of Jordan Sneed, who's actually a very good friend of mine, had pretty much took me in and helped me out, get me through some troubling times. I appreciate him for that a lot. Thank you, Jordan. And Jordan told me, don't waste your time. You shouldn't put up with that. He's a liar. He's going to use you. He said it all. So did Sakita Ashley. Y'all was right. So, my entire time trying to get him down here, I struggled on payday just to get him down here because he really needed to be down here and be safe. I didn't want nobody hitting on him and stuff. So, I was like, cool. Fuck it. Just, there go $300. But, fuck it. He came. Was not Cedric Felton Jr. Somebody completely different. My heart was crushed. My heart was crushed. It was an African-American, like, chocolate-complected man with an afro who was probably about 185. But doing the right thing, I knew it wouldn't be right if I pretty much, how should I say it, just walked away from him. Because that's not the godly thing to do. So I said, fuck this shit. Let me just, be responsible, take on what I've started. Why waste $300 when this person can be the love of my life? Why not? So, we crashed, we chilled, we did this, we did that. I moved out of my friend Jordan's house because I knew at the same time it's going to be disrespectful because Jordan already saw it coming before I did. He's older than me, more wiser than me, and been through more than I have. So all he was trying to do was help me, and I didn't listen. So, we was in a hotel room called Sun Suites Inn on Richmond Avenue in West Park, and that's South Sim Houston Parkway. Cedric, we was all good. Lunch, dinners, have fun, laughing, hee hee ha ha. Cedric felt like, because we got into an argument earlier today, on that day, because it was on the bus, and this, I think it was Egyptian guy, came on the bus, and I felt like Cedric was looking at him. And that was because at that time, I didn't feel pretty. I didn't feel handsome. I was losing everything I had. It was just tumbling down. And I argued with him about it. But he really was looking at him. And he just didn't sit there and say he wasn't. He really was. He was just staring right at him, like just staring at him. And pretty much Captain Obvious can see the obvious. You staring at this dude. And so I go to the back of the bus because one of my friends got on the bus. And like she tells me, this nigga is too close to this nigga. I think they just kissed. So I was like, you kissed that dude really in front of me? We gonna have a fucking problem. Fucking problem. So we went back to the hotel room. We argued. I got to the shower. I got out the shower. I was about to pretty much go back to Jordan's house and leave his ass there. We argued. We fought. And he slapped me. My back of my head hit a mirror inside the hotel room. Luckily, it did not break. I was in shock, so I raged out. I mean, I started smacking him in the chest, hitting him in the chest, punching him in the chest. Got on top of told him, if you ever fucking hit me again, I'm supposed to kill your ass. Don't you ever hit me in your life. So, I got tired of staying in the hotel room because it's tend to be expensive. And I wasn't there yet. And so I got my own place. I moved into this place. It wasn't even a week I moved into this place. FYI, at the same time, I was talking to 2 different niggas at the same time. One I really cared about. The second one was Cedric. And I really fucked up. A lot. I felt horrible. This is when relationships go out the ass. When you know you can work on it, and you're trying to be a player, have 2 of them at the same time, it's going to fuck you up. It's going to catch up with you. And it did. It caught up with me. So, while I was living in this apartment complex, Cedric was there with me. It was cool. We had fun. Sex game was amazing. Just saying. So, we fought there. Consistent arguing. It went downhill. I cared about him a lot because he showed me a side of myself or get up and go. And I learned something from that. But I was struggling trying to figure out why he sneak, like he hidden text messages and shit like that. Like he'll look at my phone, go through my text messages, think I'm always doing this and always doing that. When I was only on Tagged and I was talking to one dude, that was about it. He got insecure about my best friends. He got insecure about all these other dudes. And it got out of hand and got annoying, so I was tired. And now, I'm like, dude, this is my phone. If you want to go through my text messages, that's why my phone is open. You can go through them. They are just friends. Stop kidding me. Are you kidding me? Tracy's my brother. Antoine's my brother. Brian's my best friend. Get over yourself. There's girls in this phone. There's more girls in my text messages trying to date me than there's boys. Because I don't put up with niggas' bullshit, nor do I put up with a bitch's bullshit. So, I'm like, okay, well, what's your fucking deal? He said, are you switching niggas' names out, putting up with girls' names? I don't have to do that for Cedric. I don't have to really do that for you to still be here. I don't. I'm tired of this. I'm tired of the arguing. I'm tired of everything. Just go. Leave me alone. And I was about to leave. He got angry because I was walking away from him. I didn't want to listen to him talk. He started yelling, talking about, I'm from Kings, bitch. Bronx, New York. Staten Island. And that's the same thing he did when he hit me the first time. And he huffed and puffed and wanted to blow his house down. Called me a fake nigga. He was gonna blast me. He was gonna get his homeboys from Milwaukee to come get me. He was gonna call his nigga Tyler on Xbox that I bought the Ethernet card for. And he had a hissy fit in Walmart just for me to buy it. And he didn't even use it. And I just got tired. And I said, fuck it. I'm not gonna deal with it. And hold on, I'm not done yet with the video. And now right now I'm on the phone with my boyfriend. So as I make this video, look at me and laugh. I'm tired of the shit. Apparently niggas get tiring. And it's time to move on. Shit. Let it fucking go. So right about now, I'm making a video. And what was I? Since you distracted me. So, okay, I was in the apartment complex for a little bit. Arguing, got tired. I said I was done. I was tired. I can't do it no more. I argue more to you when I'd rather do it with my mother who is sick at the time. Now I'm like stressed out about my mama. I'm stressed out about school. And this is high school and I'm trying to graduate. And keep my apartment together and keep my relationship all sinking in one. That's too much. So pretty much like I told him I can't do it no more. Go home. Go home. He said, I'm not going nowhere. You're going to go home. I'm going to call your mama. We're going to go home. The fight initially started when I told him to go home. I told him I was going to call his mother to go tell him to go home. So I dialed the number out. I didn't even get to press call. He took my phone and threw my phone. My Xperia Ion. Threw my phone across the room. I smacked the fuck out of him. I said, you didn't buy this phone. I did. So I got his phone and I chunked it and I put it in. I threw it too. And pretty much the battery went under the bed. The phone's already old and busted up. It's a fucking rumor. So the day I smacked him. That wasn't even in the face. It was on the shoulder, and he punched me in my throat. Choked me. Told me don't ever put his hands on me. He bit on me. Bit my leg. Bit my arm. Bit my right arm, and just swore up and down. He was I had it somewhere on him. The bite was somewhere. There you go. Not stretched much. I can't see it that well, but it's a bite. Teeth marks right here. But he swore up and down that I'm a hoe, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. At that time, I didn't even have sex with nobody but you, and I was just texting Lucas. So, I'm a hoe. Nigga, you're ugly. At that time, I didn't know what I want. All I know, I just wanted this perfect boyfriend. I mean, I was happy, but I wasn't happy. I wasn't pleased with myself. And I had to figure it out really soon. So, while he hitting on me, I just blacked out. Like, he blacked out. I've been seeing the glare went over his eyes. I seen the first glare over the right eye when the nigga threw the punch. The second glare went over the right eye when the nigga choked me. And I had to show him, no, nigga, you're not gonna hit me. Just, like, ruin my life. I'm already trying to pick up the pieces. It's already down enough. So, either you're gonna help me or you're not gonna help me. Get the fuck on. So, far back. And he finally got it loose from me. He got his phone, put it back together, and he told his mama I was trying to kill him. He said, "Mama, he trying to kill me. He gonna kill me." And I said, "I'm gonna kill you." "Oh, you damn Skippy, I'm gonna kill you. And I'll make sure your motherfucking mama here too." Till I said that. And I knocked the phone out his head. Hello? I'm making a video right now. I'm gonna call you right back, okay? Oh, well, let me finish my video real quick. So, like I was saying, I told him, because he was on the phone talking about, "Mama, he gonna kill me. He gonna kill me. Mama, he gonna kill me. Come get me, mama. Mama, please come get me. Please, mama, come get me." His mom was like, "You gotta get your way home." And so I said, "Oh, you damn Skippy, I'm gonna kill you." And I knocked the phone out his fucking face. And I pretty much started smacking him in the face, beating him in the face. We pretty much was like wrestling on my motherfucking floor, tile floor. So this shit was cold, and I was scratching my ass up, and I don't like to get scratched up, and I don't like to be hit. I definitely do not like to be touched. So, what I did was, I put him in the upper torso, and I was trying to get him to sleep, but he's so fucking huge. So I couldn't really put him to sleep. So I just started banging him in the face, kicking him in the face. So finally he got a part on me because he bit my shoulder. He got away from me. So he ran to the closet and was trying to get the broomstick and hit me with the broomstick. I jumped in the air and I kicked this bitch in the motherfucking throat. And in effect, we both landed on the ground because I didn't land that kick. I hit him in the throat. He landed. And I just got up and I started pounding, kicking this nigga in the fucking chest, in the stomach, in the throat, and in the face. I wanted him to die. Honestly, I wanted him to get killed. I wanted to kill this bitch. I got my rail out the closet like this, took it off the rail, and just started beating this motherfucker. Then I told this bitch, "I'm gonna kill you." The nigga he pretty much bit my calf muscle on the back of my calf. There's like a mark on the back of my calf muscle. And he wouldn't let me go. He wouldn't stop biting me. So at the end of the day, I pretty much had to beat his ass to death to get him off of me. I started biting his fingers. I bit his pinky finger and his thumb finger just to get his ass to focus on this so he can get his ass off of here. Cause I can take pain. He can't. He can barely take me fucking his ass. So what I did was I distracted the pain from the pain. And he finally let me go. And I got up, let him go, and he ran into the kitchen drawer, got a butter knife. I didn't know at that time that the butter knife had some stuff on it. He stabbed me this close, this far on my side. So after that, I didn't know his mother. I forgot completely his mother was on the phone. I'm taking the video, boy. I forgot his mother was on the phone, and I didn't really pay attention to that. I was so in my zone of fighting, squabbling this bitch because I wanted to kill him. That yeah, his mother had already notified Milwaukee, Wisconsin Police Department, and they transferred them down to HPD, which is Harris County Police Department, and HPD pretty much came in my house with guns. 2 officers, one by the name of Officer Jackson and the other by Officer Hung. Officer Hung separated us too. By the time they came in, we was already separated, and I was already in the back of my in the restroom washing my face off and shit. Luckily, Officer was already behind me. He seen me washing my face off. It's like, oh, you look knocked the fuck up. I was like, yeah. He said, what happened? I said, well, a little argument got out of hand. He started it. He threw my phone. He said, he threw your phone. So yeah, that's that phone over there in the kitchen that's broke. So I didn't trip on it. I did my own thing, and he told me, so is this a domestic violence? I said, very much a domestic violence. I wanted to kill him. He said, calm down. I understand the situation because the officer was homosexual too. And they're really big on the LGBTQ policy here. And he pretty much said, y'all know if I arrest you, I have to arrest him. I was like, I know. I'll get out. Just let me call my attorney. He was like, I'm not going to do that to you because you're too handsome to go to jail. And I'm pretty sure your homeboy, Officer Spark, won't let you go to jail. And you won't be there very long. Then it won't be fair to him. So I was like, cool. Fine then. Fuck it. He told me, brought me another room with Cedric. Officer Hung heard his story. He said, your story and his story sounds alike, pretty much. But at the end of the day, y'all both was fighting. You have marks. He fucked you up. You got marks. You need to go to the hospital. You need to separate. Because right now, I will have to arrest both of y'all. He asked me, did I want to press charges on him? I said, no. Because if I do, I will go to jail too, and so was he. So I decided to not press charges on him at that time. I said, let me think about it. And the officer said, we got to separate. So I said, don't worry about the separation part. I'll just go home to see my mama. And I left with them. The officer took me to my mother's house. My godmother by the name Yvette took me to her house, and I chilled there. And Cedric blew my phone up in text messages, come home, I'm sorry, come home. And I told him, no, stop calling me, stop texting me. Just leave my house now. Leave my apartment now. He said the door will be open, and I wrote you a letter, and I think I still have that letter. I still got the letter in my email. I still do, actually. And that letter is somewhere around this motherfucker. I hope I still got it. I really do. He wrote me a letter, and he left me a bracelet that I still have, unfortunately. And it said laugh on it. And at that time, when I read the letter, I started to cry because he really cared about me. He really loved me. But if a person really cares about you and love you, why would they put their hands on you like that? Ask yourself that. I still got the letter. It's not on his damn phone. It's just I have a lot of fucking pictures in my Dropbox. I got to delete it. But I will type that letter on Facebook. So pretty much he was saying about how he apologizes. We couldn't last long. Here's your bracelet to remember me. I'm going to remember the rosary I gave him. And at that time, I was hurting at the time because that was the deepest time he actually really cared. He manned up and actually apologized to me. He actually apologized to me. That letter meant a lot to me because for the simple fact that shows that a sign of growth in a man. Normally men don't grow from their mistakes. They just go make it again. Trust me, I know. I know that mistake. Make it over and over and over again and over and over and over again. It never gets old. It's time to grow up. That's the day I put my foot down. I said it's time to grow up. when we grow up. He said, if we could work on this, I will come back. When we work on you, and I work on myself. But it wasn't even going to work out like that. It wasn't going to work out like that. I knew in the back of my mind that there's no way in hell I'm going to call this boy back after all the shit he done put me through. And after all the shit I gotta go fix. So I thought if I started all over and apologized, which I did, I called every day to apologize to him so I can just, that sign of relief, pretty much can just like be off my back. So I decided to start all over, did a fresh start. Then that's when it came to you. That's when it came to you, Lucas. My worst mistake I ever made in my life is not when I met you, Lucas, it's actually when I let him get to me. Out of everybody I care about, out of everybody I love, I really do miss him. I really did. And I waited, and I waited, and I waited, and I waited, and I waited for him to come out. He finally did. Every dog comes back home. CJ. But it will never be the same. So I tried so much shit just to not to pretty much get over the fact that I fucked up. When you fuck up, you have to man up about it. Like, you're gonna be a parent, one day you're gonna have to apologize, and it's gonna be too much. You're just gonna say fuck it. So now it is September 13th, 11:40. And I have an amazing life. I'm 19. I'm in college. I have my own apartment complex, 2 bank accounts, 1 car. I am happy. I'm celibate. I'm really happy. And a lovely, amazing boyfriend. How more happier can I get? Mother's alive. Dad's alive. Brothers and sisters are healthy. I'm happy. I'm blessed. And I thank God for bringing and taking me what I went through and bringing me here now. Because I didn't see myself here a year ago. I didn't see myself here 9 months ago. I didn't see myself here almost my high school year. I didn't see this shit. But I am. And I'm grateful. Thank you, God, for everything you've given me. This is my confession tape. And do what y'all want with it. Deuces.